guys, Dallas here with Days of Dirt. We are in the shop, or I am in the shop today. It is Monday, it's 3:30. Brad's still at work. I'm the only one out here right now. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the tires washed before he gets home and maybe the car rolled out. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of hard for me to push the car out by myself, but I'm gonna go ahead and work on tires. Tires are really dirty, so we'll work on those just so we can keep the new tires fresh. We usually buy tires every couple of weeks. We really can't afford to buy them every week, so we try to get them washed as quick as possible just so it's not sitting on there hardening up the tires. So I'm gonna get those out there, get those washed up. I'm gonna put you on time lapse for just a few while I work on that. I've never worked with this pressure washer, so this may be a little bit fun, but we'll work on it and see what we can do. Brad's working until 4:30, so I just wanted to try to get this going before he got home so he's not working on it all night. Our wrap is supposed to be here tomorrow, so we're trying to get the car washed so that we can get that door fixed from where it was digging in the track. So we've got a lot of work we want to do tonight, but the car needs to be a little bit dry, so he needs to be able to come home, get it washed, and get in the shop and get to working on it. So we're gonna get out here. It's a pretty day. It's a little bit chilly with the wind going, but we'll see what we can do. We're gonna put you on time lapse for just a few. Alright guys, so you've seen me cleaning up the tires. They're all good and clean now. The bad thing about a night when which a lot of teams do, but we usually will run like hot laps and heat race on the same tires, and then feature will put on new ones or whatever. Sometimes we don't have that. Like last week we had old tires all night, and I don't remember if we changed the right wheel or not. If we did, we only changed that once. We only had 5 tires to wash, worst case scenario, but right now we had 7, which are not bad. You guys probably seen me spray them off to begin with. Spraying them off to begin with just kind of softens that, so that once you actually go around and start washing them, it comes off a lot easier, because Talladega dirt is like a clay, so it like sticks to the tire and sticks in the tires, especially in your tires that you have sipes. It sticks in those sipes, so you have to get those really good. And then it gets on the wheels and it's impossible to get them off. So you can kind of see how nasty that wheel looks. We need to figure out something to get all that off. If you guys know of something, drop it in the comments and let us know about it, because we've had the hardest time keeping those clean and keeping that dirt off. It don't matter what you spray, how hard you spray them or what you do, it just won't come off. So if you have a secret formula or secret cleaner, let us know so we can make our wheels look good again. Other than like this one, I think Brad has. Yeah, see how dull that one looks? He has sprayed like I think it's acid on them just to get it clean, but when you spray acid on it, then it dulls it and makes it look like crap. I don't like the way it looks with acid. So I'm gonna let those tires stay out there and dry before I bring them in the shop and soak the shop, which I think I have already a little bit with a pressure washer. But there's the car. It needs washed. It is 4:10, so it took me about 30-45 minutes to completely wash those tires. That's not a bad tire washing day, but the car takes a little bit longer. The car takes probably an hour and a half to wash. So once Brad gets here, we'll get on that, or I may get on it a little bit sooner. I think Christopher's inside, but he had a hard day today, so he's taking a little bit of a nap. Maybe when he comes out here, me and him will get on that. I just don't want to push it out by myself and the car get away from me, because Brad might not be very happy about that. But the tires are washed. Just one less thing for Brad to do once he gets here. He should probably be here in about 30, 45 minutes. We'll have to figure out supper and then we'll get back on it and start washing the car. So I think that's about all we're gonna do today. Today's wash day, and then we're gonna work on fixing that. And then hopefully our rat will be here tomorrow after an awaited week and a half waiting on it. It should have been here last Monday, got lost. We'll see about it and see if it gets here. So you guys seen in our last video that the ramp broke. So what we had to do, and this one looks like it's on its last leg too. I think Brad is gonna work on some ramps this week. That one's starting to rot a little bit too because they were left out on the trailer over the winter. And well, wood rots. It don't matter what you do to it, they're painted. We were hoping to paint them to keep them from rotting, but that didn't happen. So that's what we were using this past weekend. And it was bowing a little bit. When you put the car on the trailer or took the car out, you better get away from it because it looked like it was gonna snap at any minute. And there is a trailer down here. You can kind of see it where all those logs are. I'll show you where Christopher got that piece of wood from. Just kind of on a whim, we had to steal something because the car was hanging on and half on, half off. So we had to figure out something just to get us to the track and get us home that night. Like I said, Brad's gonna build us some better ones this week, but it came off this trailer. It was right here, and there's some right over there too. Chris was trying to get this trailer ready so that he could start carrying our golf cart to the racetrack, and I guess he just never finished that. So we stole one of his boards off of that one. It's like Brad said, we went and looked at wood the other day, and wood was like $67 for one. Who can afford that? But here's the old burnt up pressure washer. I kept looking at this one today because it scares me now. But I called Brad. You probably see me on the phone in the time lapse. I called Brad. I've never used this one. We just got it the other day. You seen Brad testing it out. And I called him and I said, I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but I don't want to be at fault if something happens. I want to be able to say, hey, you told me so. So I called him to ask him how to crank this thing. This one's real easy. There's a start, run, on and off. All right, I have to do that one. And that one over there, the one that burnt, the nozzle here, the handle never worked. So when you were spraying, it was constantly on. You couldn't turn it off. It was on. Once you turn the water on, turn the pressure washer on, it was on. You couldn't take a break and let go of it. So that one you can. That was real nice. If I need a little bit of a break, you can take a break. Because them pressure washers have a lot of vibrations, and your hands feel like they're gonna fall off after a couple of tires. So she worked awesome. That thing was so much better than that little jalopy down there. But anyway, I've just been kind of rambling. Sorry about that. But Brad will be here in just a few, and we'll get to work on the race car. As of right now, we are unsure where we are going to be this Saturday. More than likely, we will be back at Talladega just because no racetracks open, or not all racetracks are open yet. Like, we go to ECM some, they're not open yet. And we're planning to run the Topless Outlaw just a little bit. We're not going to run every race, but we're gonna hit some races. And they haven't started yet. I don't think they start until like May. So right now we're just kind of picking and choosing where we want to race. We love to go back to Mountain View, but Mountain View's not racing us this week. They have a crate series there, so Limited is not running. It's just crates this weekend. So that's off the list. So more than likely we will be back at Talladega. If you guys want to come watch, come on out. We will be there Saturday. We'll be running Limited as always. I also wanted to take just a second before Brad gets here and we get busy and I completely forget. Thank you guys for all the congratulations. Thank you for all your comments on the last video. Thank everybody for watching. That video's done great, and it's all because of you guys, your commenting, you watching it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. We've had so many congratulations, so many good job. Car looked great. All of it, we greatly appreciate it. It really does mean a whole lot to us.
All right, guys, so Dallas has done got the tires washed. She's in there in the house right now feeding Maggie. I just crunk up the water I just crunk up the new pressure washer and sprayed our snow foam on it. As you can see, it's sitting there. It's letting it soak in real good. We're gonna try this out, see how good it works. Oh, well, that's knocking it off pretty good. I don't know, supposedly you're not supposed to have to wash it you're supposed to just spray it on there, let it set for a couple minutes, and rinse it off. So we'll see how good it does, and go from there. Looks like there is some dirt there on the ground. Maybe it's melting it off like it's supposed to. That'd be pretty cool. Save a lot of time on wash days if it did. We'll see. Well, that thoroughly sucked. That didn't do worth crap. Guess I'm gonna have to mix up a little better concoction there. But that looks like crap. Maybe it's because of the fact I don't have a hot water pressure washer. I don't know. Everybody else says I use them things. Say they work pretty good, so maybe that's the difference. They have hot water washers, I don't. So I guess it looks like there's gonna be no substitute for elbow grease. So I guess I'm gonna spray that again and redo it and get it all cleaned up.
All right, so she's all washed up and ready to go. Bride's about to get her cranked. There he is. Getting the car cover off of it. You look a little crunched down there.
Yeah, it's a little tight.
Baby, it's gotten chilly. I can go home. We definitely have a healthy motor. It's not a big motor, but it's a healthy motor. And I think that's about finished up wash day, other than we've got to fix that door, but other than that, everything's pretty much washed. We gotta do filters, but filters doesn't have to be done today, but we'll get all that done and start working on that door, so hopefully our wrap will be here tomorrow. Now he's trying to pick it back up. And our battery, we need a new battery. We are in desperate need of a battery. We gotta get one of those pretty soon.
I'm gonna kill that starter.
We need to get a what, 16 volt?
Yeah.
Cause it's struggling pulling that motor. It was fine when it had a crate motor in it, but this motor it just doesn't do very well with. So I guess that's gonna be the next thing that we have to spend good money on. But she's washed up, ready to go, ready to be worked on. All right, guys, so that's gotta. Oh, she's making a noise. I'm trying to get the motor leveled up just so we can check the fuel level, so we can check out what our engine man wants us to do. But that wraps us up for tonight. Thanks to our sponsors, KT Heating and Air, Superior Bear and Supply,
What? Look at me like that.
He's an idiot. Anyway, Thanks to our sponsors, KT Heating and Air, Superior Bearing Supply, Vinson Race Engines, and Vaughn Motorsports and Racing Parts. Thanks to all those guys that make it possible. We're going to get all this leveled up, and we're going to head in the house for tonight. We said we were going to beat out that door, but it's getting really, really cold and getting whiny. So I think we're fixing to go in. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, let them know about us.